Hey guys, welcome to my first YouTube channel or video. So today we're gonna actually be shooting a short Q&A, just kind of like as an intro for everything. So I had you guys ask me questions on Instagram and I'm just gonna be answering them. We have Katana here. She is currently sleeping in my lap, and Draco right here being lazy as always. So let's get to it. So I just actually chose the top questions that I get asked most often, and this first one here is, how old is Draco? How old is Katana? So Draco's right here. He is our youngest male. He is a year and a half. He will be turning or actually over a year and a half now. He's gonna be turning 2 in August. And Katana here, you can't really see her, but here she is. She's sleeping right now. She is 2 years old. Next question is, why did you get a second Doberman and why did you not get a puppy? So this question I do get asked quite a lot. So we first had Draco. He is we got him as a puppy and we've had him ever since. He is the best dog ever. We do have a smaller dog as well. She's a Pomeranian Chihuahua named Wolf, and he would always try to play with Wolf, and it was really sad because Wolf is like less than half of his size. I think she's only like 10 pounds and he's 86 pounds. So watching them play together was just really sad because she absolutely hates big dogs and they just didn't get along too well. So that's kind of why we decided to get Katana, and we ended up not getting a puppy because, well, puppies are a lot of work. We personally, my boyfriend and I, didn't have the time to care for a puppy, so that's why we decided to get an older dog. After doing a lot of research, we decided that getting an older dog was probably the right fit for us. Question I get super often, and it's, what do you feed them? So both Draco and Katana are both on Victor High Pro Plus kibble. And I know this is a controversial topic kind of, but I also do feed them a raw patty of Stella and Chewy's mixed in. So I haven't had any problems with mixing kibble and raw, but of course do what works best for your dog. So they also get a quarter of a Stella and Chewy's patty mixed in with the kibble, and then they also get a variety of different supplements, but I'll save that for another video of like a more in-depth video on what I feed them and our daily kind of like routine. Question is, do they smell? And if they do smell, what do you do to make them smell good? So Dobermans actually don't smell at all. They have a very light scent. I don't want to say at all actually. I would say not as bad as most big dogs because they do play in the backyard a lot and they do get dirty. They play with each other, so there's always like drool and saliva on them, but since they have a short coat, they don't really smell too bad. The only time they actually do start smelling is if I take them to the beach or like a dog park. However, if they do start smelling gross, I will give them a quick little bath with some shampoo, Tropiclean shampoo and conditioner. If they're just like semi-smelly, Tropiclean also sells like this grooming spray that I just spray on them a couple times, and it's kind of like doggy perfume. And honestly, they don't require much maintenance coat wise. I just do also brush them with a Sleek Ease comb or Sleek Easy comb. Again, I'll just make another longer video on like their grooming and daily grooming requirements. You guys good? Are you guys gonna? No one wants to back down? Toby's good for first-time owners. So Draco was actually my first big dog, and it was definitely a journey. I wouldn't say it was an easy one, but I've had dogs in the past. I've always had small dogs though. My mom never let me get older dogs until obviously I moved out and then decided to get Draco. Honestly, for a first-time dog owner, I wouldn't recommend a Doberman unless you do a bunch of research and you feel like you're ready for one. Then I mean, by all means go for it. But personally, if you've never had a dog before, I would definitely start off with a smaller dog, or even like a bigger dog that might be a little bit easier to take care of. But Dobermans are just really headstrong, and I wouldn't recommend owning one if I didn't have any, or if you didn't have any past experience with dogs. But that's not to say that no one should get a Doberman as their first dog, because obviously do what you want. In my opinion, if I didn't own smaller dogs in the past, I would have struggled a lot more with having Dobermans now. But for the most part, I think that they're really easy trainable dogs, but just for the right person. Next one is, how are their energy levels and what do you do to get it out often? So as you can see, Katana is knocked out and so is Draco. And this was after running them around the block and playing fetch in the backyard. And for the most part, they stay quiet once they're in the house, since they know that once you're inside, you're just supposed to be, you know, chill and calm like this. But when we're outside, they definitely get all their energy out. They do tire each other out, which is really nice. So before we got Katana, Draco was pretty crazy. I mean, like I said, they're still both very young dogs, but Draco was really crazy before Katana, but now that Katana's here, they definitely wear each other out. But as for like a daily exercise routine for both of them, they do go on daily walks for about 30 to 40 minutes. We also do a high intensity sport or like playtime, I guess, and that includes a flirt pole. And if you guys don't know what that is, definitely look it up, especially if you're a Dobie owner. So Draco loves the flirt pole. It's pretty much just like a giant cat toy that you just wave around. But Draco loves it. He has a very high prey drive. Katana, on the other hand, she's definitely more lazy, so she won't chase it as much. But so we do like around 10 to 15 minutes of that. And then we also do a puzzle game. I have a variety of different toys that are puzzle toys, I guess, and I stuff them with treats. I place them in the freezer, and then they get that as well. So that's kind of like their mental stimulation. And we also do training at least 10 minutes a day, if anything, but it's usually longer than that. But if I don't have any time that day, because I'm really busy, like 5 to 10 minutes. So mental and physical stimulation are both really, really important, especially for Dobermans, since they have so much energy. And I'm gonna move this because Katana is like, she's snoring and totally knocked out on my lap. And then Draco is definitely knocked out, and she's like kicking him, so. But they're literally inseparable. Oh my God, she's snoring so loud. They're so funny. So next question is that I get quite often, again, is how difficult was the import process? So as you guys may know, both of my Dobermans are imported from Europe. So they are both imported from Serbia, and honestly the process was kind of a pain in the ass, especially if you've never done it before. So Draco was the first time that I've ever had to import a dog in from another country. And so pretty much what you do is you go to LAX or whatever airport you imported the dog from. So for our airport, the closest one that did imports was LAX, so that's Los Angeles airport. So we drove out there. You get paperwork from the cargo place, and for them it was like Lithuania or something. So they give us paperwork and they say that you have to get it signed off by customs. And how that works is you would then go to customs, and then the customs officer, whatever, will ask you a bunch of questions regarding like how much was the pet, where did you get the pet, and they'd pretty much ask questions about your new pet, where you got them, breeder information, just pretty much a long list of questions. So if you answer everything properly, they'll sign off the paperwork, then you go back to cargo, and then you wait for cargo to, you know, unload everything, and then you can go ahead and get your pet. I did not know any of this getting Draco, so we were pretty much driving all around LAX trying to figure out where cargo was it in the airport, was it on the side? It was honestly a nightmare. So the import process was not fun, but once you get it done, you know, the first time, and if you ever have to import another pet, then it was like a breeze to get Katana. Next question is, are they extremely needy? So, I mean, they're so needy. They're extremely, extremely needy dogs. As you can see, I mean, I already showed you, but Katana is literally sleeping on my lap right now, and Draco is like always in my peripheral view. So they're always near me. There's never a time where they're not close to me. Even if I'm, you know, using the restroom upstairs, they'll literally run upstairs. Draco knows how to open doors, so he'll open the door when I'm using the restroom. Now I have to lock the door so he doesn't break in. But for the most part, they're extremely needy dogs, and I feel like they're one of the only dog breeds that really, really needs constant human interaction, and they want to be close with you. And that's also something that makes training really easy for them, is because they want to please you. All right, so this last question here is, how is Draco's personality compared to Katana's? So, Draco is, I don't know if this is like the difference between male and females or anything, but, or if, since Katana is older than Draco, but Draco is extremely energetic. He has a high prey drive. He can run for hours and hours on end. I used to run him on a go-kart. He would run faster than the go-kart actually. So he is an extremely energetic Doberman, and he, in my mind, when I think of a Doberman, he is like the exact, like when someone describes a Doberman, I think of Draco. But Katana, on the other hand, I'm not sure if it's because she's a little bit older than Draco, but she's extremely calm, super docile, chill. She doesn't really go for the flirt pole much. She doesn't really have a crazy prey drive. She doesn't really like toys in general. She doesn't really play with toys much either. All she really does is sleep and eat. And she is like the laziest. I don't know if like all Dobermans are like this, especially females, but I mean, I feel like we got really lucky with her, because if we had 2 Dracos running around, like, I would probably lose my mind. She is definitely, like, they're like total opposites. Like, Draco is like this crazy high energy dog. Katana, on the other hand, is just like a super chill, sweet, calm dog. That kind of concludes all of the questions for today, and those are kind of like the top questions that I get almost on the daily, especially on Instagram, and even sometimes on TikTok, people ask all these questions as well. So I hope this helped and kind of cleared up the air for everyone, and also it was a good introduction video for my YouTube channel that I'm finally starting, so I'm really excited about that. So this channel isn't just going to be about Dobermans, it's going to be it's going to be about them as well, but it's also going to be about my cats. As you guys may know, or if you guys don't know, I do own a CFA Antica certified exotic short hair cattery. So we do have about 9 cats here, as you can see by the giant cat wall in the back in our room. So our house is always crazy all the time, but we have the cats, we have kittens, so it's going to be care videos about Dobermans, pets, just in general, exotic short hairs, and then also I have 1 ball python. She's a leucistic ball python named Kilo, and then I also have Wolf as well. So we'll do like an all of my pets tour and everything as well, but just wanted to get like a good intro video out and like kind of a Q&A about like me and pretty much about the dogs. So I hope this was helpful for some of you, and thank you so much for being patient with me and uploading this video. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for it for quite some time now, but I finally had the time to sit down and film it. So yeah, I hope you guys subscribe and like the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and thank you for bearing with me if this was like super awkward, because this is like the first video where I've ever had to actually like sit down, pull out a ring light, and like pull everything out. Like, it was just like super weird to me, because most of the time I'm just like talking to like my phone, which is like not as like awkward as this. So just wanted to say thank you again, and hope to see you guys soon. All right, bye. Yeah, definitely no one's gonna give up on this. Katana usually is the one that falls asleep. I think actually Draco's falling asleep right now. They look like, honestly, they're both falling asleep.